Hello, back for round two. This is going to be my quick thoughts on Hell of a Summer. And this one also released on April 4th. So, I obviously missed this over the weekend, but I finally did get a chance to see it today. So, what is Hell of a Summer? This is a new film directed and starring Finn Wolfhard and Billy Brick, or Burke, or whatever. No, it is Billy Brick. So, Finn Wolfhard is, of course, from Stranger Things, and he also plays Richie in the new It movies. So, very familiar dude here. And this is his directorial debut. So, Hell of a Summer is a new summer camp slasher slash comedy. And I have some glaring issues with this movie right off the bat. So, this is more of like a satire than a horror movie. And I will get into why I think this is more of a comedy than a horror film. For one, there are some very modern jokes in here that only possibly Gen Z would understand. But then again, this feels like it was taking place in like the 2000s. So you have a middle-aged dude. Well, he's middle-aged to like these teenagers, I guess. The dude is actually 24, and he is a very frequent camp counselor to this camp called Camp Pineway. And Camp Pineway is just your typical summer camp. Well, it turns bloody when you have masked assailants dressed as devils. And they are your killer or killers. So, this is just basically a satire of Friday the 13th, which totally makes sense because I definitely get that vibe with the camp slasher. But I will say, when you meet all the characters, they're hardly memorable. I can't even think of Finn Wolfhard's name right now. But what really disappointed me about this movie was that you get some kills, but they're off screen, or they just get cut completely to like a new scene. This movie could have went balls out on the gore, but it really wasn't all that gory. But just a typical camp slasher. There's really nothing else much to say except that I probably figured out the twist midway through this. And if you haven't seen this, I won't give it away. But essentially, there are two killers. And they aren't who you expect. But once you notice that scene, you definitely know that they are the killers. But to me, the comedy was very, very stale, and the horror was very stale. I wouldn't say that this movie was bad, but man, it could have been better. But I mean, I have nothing much else left to say about Hell of a Summer. It was fine, but I don't see myself rewatching it. It's just not gonna compare to Friday the 13th or Sleepaway Camp or even Fear Street Part 2. No, it's just gonna like go under the radar. But I really do like the visual aesthetic that Finn Wolfhard and Billy Brick brought to the movie, because it definitely feels like a nostalgic movie. So, this one was kind of a disappointing movie, and I would honestly give Hell of a Summer, I'd probably give this like a C minus. I mean, I'm not mad that I didn't watch it, but it could have been so much better. But those are my thoughts on Hell of a Summer. And more than likely, I'm going to try and get caught up on these wrap-ups, or I might just do March and April together. I'll make that decision by mid-April, but I gotta get some of these movie reviews out. But pretty much all I got for my thoughts on Hell of a Summer. If you guys like this content, like, comment, subscribe. But more than likely, my next few reviews are going to be either The Amateur, Warfare, or Drop. All these movies come out this weekend, so look forward to them. And I'm glad to be back in the swing of things. I know it's been a very rough week, but I came clean with you guys. So more content is definitely coming on the way. Just be patient with me. But that's all I got for this video. I'll see you in the next one. Adios. Peace.